Hey, what's going on, guys? Alright, we're gonna get right into it today. Waste no time to get down to work on this Nanoblock tree. And it's not the first Nanoblock set that I've built. I've built a couple of small ones, but it's definitely the largest Nanoblock set that I've built. So I just wanted to build up something different for a change. So hello Blimps, hey Lorenz, they're in the chat saying hello to you guys. I'll just set that box over there. Now I assume that these bags also are like in order, but they're not numbered, so I'm not sure about that. Let's see here. And if you're wondering why I've just got cardboard laid down here rather than my just cutting boards of my cutting mat, which are there underneath, it is because I do plan on gluing this along the way. Now, of course, you don't have to glue this, but I just to make sure nothing's falling apart, or like if I accidentally bump it or something, it's not gonna like fall apart or anything like that. No pieces are gonna fall off. I'm not gonna glue like every single piece, but I'll put some glue, a little bit of glue here and there. Anyway, I just don't want to accidentally spill any glue on any super glue on my cutting mat. So that's why I've got the cardboard laid down here. But good morning, guys. Let's see, Audie is also there. Cool DJ, Alex, Neo Del Rio on Twitch. What's going on? You guys can watch on Twitch in case you prefer to watch on Twitch, in case you didn't know if you're watching on YouTube. So we've someone said I already mentioned Gundam Nanoblock. There are some. That is one that I have built before. I actually did a live stream of that. So actually it's not my first Nanoblock live stream. That was actually just a few months ago. That's true. I did do that, didn't I? So I believe this is the contents of this bag. So whatever bag has these big square pieces would be this bag. So I think this is what we start off with. So just assume that that's the case. But in this bag is other bags. Try to keep everything organized. Won't your kids be better at building this tree? My son is 6. He's getting better at building Legos and stuff. Yeah, definitely. Nanoblocks are still kind of a little bit small, I think. I'll have to try it. I'll take home one of the smaller sets or something. I'll take home and do with him and see how he does. See if he's getting better at that. But just because of the small size, I know it can be kind of challenging. So anyway, we don't need those huge pieces yet. What we need actually is, I think, probably this bag. Looks like there's some of those. But what I want to avoid is opening any bags unnecessarily. And it looks like that bag doesn't have the parts that we need. So let's just open this up here too. Tatsuya Gamer there on Twitch as well. Android Abra. Okay. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a Pokemon reference, but that's what it sounds like to me. A lot of pieces with this set. It is 1,130 pieces in all. Just double check. What I need is longer dark green pieces, which looks like are probably all in this bag. Have you ever reviewed any bootleg Gundams? I'm guessing you're asking that because Mecha Kotsu just reviewed a bootleg Gundam. I saw the thumbnail. I've not watched the video yet, but I have before in the past, and people have accused me, or just like kind of made the assumption that I don't review any bootleg kits anymore because I'm working for USA Gundam Store or something. That's not the reason. The only reason that I just haven't reviewed any bootleg Gundam kits in a long time is just because there hasn't been one that's come out that I wanted to build, basically. So like if a bootleg kit came out that I really like, well, okay, here's one for example. That's sort of a bootleg kit. The what's it called? The Raz 30, like the new sort of it's not Mechanicore, but like Mechanicore, the big GPO3 kit that came out recently. It's kind of cool. I'm thinking about building one of those. It's like a big 1/72 scale kit. Especially the orange version is pretty cool. Thinking about that possibly. But no, yeah, the only reason I haven't built any in a long time and I haven't reviewed any in a long time is just because there hasn't been anything coming out that I really liked. Nothing more to that than that. So, anyway, but yeah, of course I have built some. A couple. Not that many, really, to be honest. Just a few. It is a Pokemon reference. Good. Android Abra. I like that. Pikachu is my first Nanoblock. Yeah, so there's all sorts of... That's not the right color. There's all sorts of different Nanoblock sets. We don't have any of the Gundam ones, though, because the Gundam ones that, like, the one... If you guys saw me live stream that build of the Nanoblock Gundam that I live stream build, pretty sure those are not official. They're sold in Daiso, though. So it might be official. But Daiso in Korea is not the same. They don't sell all the same stuff as Daiso in Japan. So it's very possible it's just something that Daiso Korea was selling, but probably wouldn't be able to get in Japan. So anyway, yeah, Nanoblock Gundams do exist. And we need one of these like that. So obviously we're starting off building the bags are not separated in order of use, which is annoying. So I was hoping like this bag would be all like for the first couple steps, and the next bag would be for the next couple steps, but I guess that was asking too much, unfortunately. Oh, and I'm actually building it wrong. Should have looked more carefully at what I'm doing. This is actually the step that goes on top of the lower step, which is a bunch of these pieces. So Did you ever build that inlay resin kit? Do you still have it? Yes, I still have it. Simon, no, I've not built it yet. Nope. I definitely am looking forward to building it though still, so I mean, eventually I will. But yeah, just not yet. That's technically sort of a bootleg, I believe, because I don't, as far as I know, I don't think that that kit was released in an official manner. There is obviously a way to release like resin kits specifically of Gundam kits, basically in Japan at specific like expos like Wonderfest or something. But that kit was just released, I think, just out of China, so my guess would be that it's not anything that's officially a license, so that would make it a bootleg kit, yes. Now, what I'm trying to see here, okay, those should match up. Let's see. Right? Let's try and find out. This on top of here. Always the first step a little bit tricky when nothing's attached yet. So once you're just attaching parts to other parts, then it's simple enough. But like now, see, I'm just like trying to attach things when like nothing's really staying where I want it to quite yet. But it's all easier from here. So how are you guys doing this morning? Stiff Slayer. Hey. Let's see. Juan Miguel, hi, over there on Twitch. Was playing Genshin a moment ago. Lucky man. I would love to play some. I was actually just I just suddenly this morning had the urge to start building my Kujosera a little bit, because like since number one, I just don't really like using bow characters that much, but I did kind of like her character and liked her design, so I was excited to get Kujosara when she first came out, but haven't really done a lot with her since then, so she's just kind of just been there in my roster, just taking up space. But I was just kind of like grinding some domains last night, and I wanted an Electro character on the team, and I'm also like, while just grinding the domains, also using it as a way to grow the friendship as well. And like my other like top Electro characters were already all at like max 10 friendship, so I was like, all right, well, Sarah's not at 10 friendship yet, so I'll just use her for a little bit. And uh-oh, shit, I did that wrong. Yeah, like that. Okay. Sorry, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. And I also might need this part separator. So anyway, so I was using her a little bit in the domains and thinking like, yeah, she's a pretty fun, cool character. I need to start using her some more. So we'll probably try to build up my Sarah build a little bit, just to make her more usable anyway. I'm not gonna try to like build her into like a main DPS, but at least just something that's good enough to just use for like day-to-day stuff. Hey man, hello. That's not right. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. And I need to drop some glue. So I think I'm gonna do just like every few steps, just add a little drop of glue here and there, just to make sure everything's holding together with the old Loctite. or Craggle. If you guys have, you guys are fans of what, that's the original Lego movie, right? Just drop a little bit in each of the four corners there. I have a hard time using bow characters. Yeah, 'cause I don't know about you. I play on mobile, and I know it's just like a pretty common thing. A lot of people that play on mobile have a hard time using bow characters. It's just much easier to do on the computer, I guess, to use them effectively. Also, just like the play style is just not really as appealing to me, just because I like to just kind of get more up close and personal, I guess, in fighting, and like just like fast, maybe like burst DPSing. So staying close to the enemies and just switching between characters a lot, really fast. Rather than like with bow characters, you kind of have to, obviously you're using like ranged combat. Oh. See? I think this is gonna take... Either it's gonna take longer because I'm paying closer attention to the manual, or it's gonna take longer because I keep having to take pieces off that I'm putting on incorrectly. So I'm gonna slow down a little bit, slow my roll a little bit. These instructions aren't as clear as what I'm used to from your standard Bandai manual. But alright, so that goes on there. And then that should be like that. Right? Oh, yeah, okay. This side is going to be built out a little bit, I guess. Like that. This is for which part of the build? I don't even know which part this is. I believe this is for the base. Yeah, kind of like the pot, as it were, of it. Same for PC. Even for PC, the bow characters can be a bit of a pain. Understandable. Glue is hierarchy. JK. What's that? Do you have any tips on lighting your Gundam kits? My next project is an RGX. You mean lighting like from the inside, like LED lighting, or lighting from the outside? Because it's a completely different thing. But let's see. You need 12 of these for this step. Okay. 1, 2. LED lighting. I mean, I could give you like some basic tips, but I'm not really the right person to ask for that. Certainly no pro when it comes to LED lighting, but there's a lot of tons of material online about like LEDs. So if you just search it for like videos just about just like, you know, in general how LEDs work, and just like figuring out what types of lights you need and what types of batteries and resistors and all that kind of stuff. And once you just kind of know the basics of LEDs, then it's just a matter of like using knowledge, like basic knowledge of LEDs and then basic knowledge of just like modeling, and then putting those together. Because then it's just a matter of, you know, how you're going to use your modeling skills to modify the model kit in order to put the LEDs into it. All right. Nanoblock instructions are definitely nowhere near as clear as Bandai or Lego. Yeah, what I'm kind of struggling with is like the layers. It shows 2 layers at a time, and so this layer, which is on the existing part, you can see exactly where that's supposed to be. So like I can see, all right, this one is just stacked right on top of there. But then the floating layer above that, that's then supposed to go down. It's kind of hard to see exactly where that's supposed to line up. But, you know, we'll do 1 layer at a time, and I'm just assuming, you know, it'll make sense as we go along. We'll have to remove a piece here and there, but we'll figure it out. Eventually, it'll come together. Don't know if we're going to finish this today, I should say, like in this one live stream, because it is a pretty big set, but we'll get as far as we can. Moist Mercenary said, wagwan. And I'm not sure what that's all about, but alright. This one here like this. And these guys. So if you guys didn't see the video, just posted just a little bit before coming to do this live stream. I posted the video on the USA Gundam TV channel of the Master Grade Virtue kits arriving here at the store. The bulk of our Master Grade Virtue kits. There are still some more that will be coming. But the bulk of them arrived yesterday. So if you guys have that kit pre-ordered here, then you should be getting that shipped out. If you have like other pre-orders in the same order as the Virtue that have not arrived in stock yet. So let's say, for example, you pre-ordered the Virtue in the same order that you pre-ordered like the RG God Gundam or something. Obviously that's not in yet, so your order won't ship until everything in the order is in stock. But what you can do is you can separate the orders. So if you just call or email and basically let us know that you want to separate the order. Uh-oh. Now, see, what did I do wrong here? Because these should be joined in the middle. And if they are joined in the middle, that means that everything else is off. Kind of weird, but all right. Guess that's not going out further anymore. But yeah, if you ordered a Virtue and like especially if it was the only thing in your order, then your order should either gone out already yesterday afternoon, or it's going out today, or going out very soon. So, oh, did I also miss a inner layer here? I feel like I might have. I must not have. Let's see. There was that layer, then that layer, then that layer. Okay, maybe I didn't. Okay, I think I'm all right. Yeah. Being Sage, thank you for the super chat there. Appreciate that. I thought this was a video. Void asks. No, not a video. Let's see, we need 4 of those. 10 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 10 long ones, 10 of these thin ones here. For those of you guys who are like, if there's any of you who are more like well into Lego, so like a piece like this, so you would call it like a 1x6, right? Is that right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. There we go. One of my Patreon supporters actually works for Lego, which is very cool. So shout out to Marine. Don't know if he's watching at the moment. I should throw up a post. Obviously this is not Lego, but I mean, you know, similar. Should let the guys know on Discord that we're live anyway. Deluxe. Have you seen the Megami Device Susanoo? Yeah, the one that's like just releasing in Japan. I've seen it. I want it. I wasn't able to get a pre-order in for it, so I'm hoping I can get my hands on one. But let me see here. Have you guys seen? Hang on. Let me grab this here. See if I can share it with you guys. Oops, no, not that. I got these here. That and that. Megami Device. Some other cool Megami Device news here I think I can share with y'all. Here. Yeah. If you check on the USA Gundam Store page, if you guys are Megami Device fans, if you're especially a fan of the Megami Device Ninetales kit, it was just announced that there's going to be a new color, just a color swap basically version of the Ninetales kit. So if you missed the Ninetales kit the first time around, or if you just really love the design and would like it in red, there is, if you guys would just go, it's the Asura Ninetales Homura. So if you just check on the USA Gundam Store page, we're in the US. USA Gundam Store is getting that kit exclusively. So like in the US, we'll be the only store that will be carrying that particular release. So yeah, if you guys are fans of the Ninetale design, or if you missed it the first time around or whatever, if you want to get that, can check it out. You're not able to pre-order it yet. The pre-order is going live, I think, on February 12th, something like that. But you can see it there on the website, and it's got a countdown clock on there, so you can set a reminder or something like that for you for when the pre-order goes live, so you don't miss that. If you're interested, anyway. What's going on, Dianjo? I'm gonna drop some glue on this bad boy. Let's see. Should be good for now. Anyway, we're getting there, building up the base a little bit. Working at the moment. Alright. Same here. Okay. Now, this layer goes a little bit larger, it looks like. So we need 2 of these guys. 16 of these long ones. Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of those. This is an earlier stream time than usual for me. Yeah, so if you guys saw on Facebook, or not Facebook, on YouTube, I posted a poll the other day where I was asking you guys when would be the best day to stream. and it was pretty unanimous that people wanted me to stream. Let's see, wait a minute. That's not right. Hang on, sorry guys. Pretty unanimous that people wanted me to stream on Friday afternoon. I asked which like weekday afternoon would be best, and people wanted Friday afternoon. Just because of now like working here, at least for the time being, I'm definitely not going to be doing any live streaming from home. So you know, I'm just here, just doing during normal working hours. So I figure afternoon's probably better than morning at the very least, and so I know probably evening or evening or weekend is surely, you know, the preferable time, I'm sure, for most people. For when to watch streaming, but you know, if not evening or weekend, then it's just gotta be afternoon for me. So anyway, people said Friday afternoon would be the best, so that's what I'll do. I'll plan to just stream every week, every Friday afternoon. It's just that this particular day, I've got to go out in the afternoon. So it's today only. It's Friday morning, but after this, it'll just be every Friday afternoon. We'll have a stream. Hope that works for y'all too. That's right. Like that, and then these here. There we go. Let's see. I'm planning to buy a Dimension Studio Ultraman. Which one would you recommend? A-type or version 7.5? The Dimension Studio, that's like the big like 1/6 scale version, like the one that I built before, right? I only built the one, so I don't know. I'd imagine they're basically, you know, the same, very similar. So you probably can't go wrong with either one. Really like it. It's really big, and it really kind of has the feeling almost of like once you have it built, it feels more like kind of just like a big toy than a model kit. So you know, you take that as either a good thing or a bad thing depending on, you know, what you want out of the kit. But it wasn't. I didn't see it as a bad thing. I didn't mind it really one way or the other. But it did have that feeling to me. But I suppose like if you were to actually go ahead and like paint it and all that, then, you know, it wouldn't have that feeling to it. It would feel more like a model kit, I suppose, at that point. Oh, they're cool kits, definitely. How are your cats doing after such a big move? We didn't bring our cats, actually. A long story. But the long and short of it is that they just would not have made it. One of them maybe would have been like kind of okay, but the other one just would have, like, no joke, either would have died on the trip or, you know, just would have been so messed up from the trip it just would have basically amounted to abuse. So we just had no choice really but just to leave them. So we left them with my wife's parents there. Which is probably what we would have liked to have done from the start. Even though, you know, of course, they're our cats, we would like to bring them, but at first her parents didn't want to take them. But then just because we really had no choice, they kind of agreed to. So they were staying at my wife's parents' house for a while, and now are staying at my wife's father's business place. So like, just sort of like an outdoor setting for them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 of these. We need one small square brown piece. We need to open up a new bag. Fun. Let's see. JH Mallet also asks, I don't think I've ever heard of Nanoblocks before you started carrying them. Can you describe the difference between them and Lego? Any cross-compatibility? Cross-compatibility, no, because like, the whole point is that they're smaller. They're very small, like in comparison. I don't know what they would be like compared to Legos. They're probably like about half size or something, anyway, and they're definitely much thinner. Of course, you can stack them up, but they're smaller for one. That's kind of the main thing. As far as I know, they're not really as available in like the variety of pieces. They mostly do stick to like just blocks. Not like how Legos you can get all sorts of like different like actual pieces. I mean, I don't know, what would you call them, like specialty pieces like for animals and things like that, where it's like not just blocks, it is like a shaped piece of plastic, you know what I mean? Not that much of that in Nanoblocks as far as I know. I definitely could be wrong though. I'm certainly no expert on it. On them. Alright, so I just know that one thing that's helpful in building these is to have like a reference point that you're starting from. Prop up my instructions, man. There's some glare on the instructions, kind of messing me up a little bit. Actually, gonna lay some more glue down. And again, you don't have to glue anything. I'm just doing it just because I just want to make sure that nothing's accidentally coming apart or anything later. What's the top 3 gyms in your opinion? Oh, if we're talking model kits or just designs in general, model kits, I don't know, the ground gym HG kit is really nice. Then like master grades, any of like the recent master grade releases have all been really nice as well. So like the gym sniper, the gym command, what else has been out recently? And there's like some P Bandai variants and stuff, gym dominance and all that stuff, that are all based off of. Those are all based off of the Master Grade Gundam version 2.0, inner frame wise anyway. So you have lots of good options. But there is a lot of very cool designs that just have not been made into kits yet. Like I would love if we were to ever get a Nemo, not a Nemo, sorry, a Nero from Gundam Sentinel, which is not a like regular gym, I guess. I don't know. I actually don't know the model number off the top of my head. It's a grunge suit, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, but is the Nero like in its actual number? Is it like a GM something something something? I'm not sure about that. Somebody can clarify that for me maybe. Fact check me on that one. Let's see. There we go. International Lego Day. Apparently today is Lego Day. Is today Lego Day? That's an odd coincidence. This date was chosen because the patent for the modern brick was filed on this day in 1958. Wow, there you go. What a coincidence. It's not Legos, but you know, close. MSA 007 Nero, so no, I guess it's not technically a GM, but there you go. Thank you, Tatsuya. Tatsuya said it on Twitch, Michael said it on YouTube. Thank you guys. Isaac, I was curious on any news for the Gundam Artifact Contest YouTube video. Will one with all of the entries, did I miss it or was it yeah, Ace Gumpla, you missed it. That was posted a few days ago. I actually had it all recorded and edited, ready to post, and I forgot to post it for a few days, so it was a few days later than what I had planned. But no, that video's out. Yep, you can check it out. Should be there. I mean, there shouldn't be any problems with the video because it's got like some comments and stuff on it. So as far as I can tell, everybody's able to view it fine. Got 4 of these, and we need some more. Not those. These 4x4 clear green bricks. What's your favorite Gelgoog kit? I would have to say probably the Uma Lightning High Mobility type Gelgoog. But any of the Masquerade kits are great. The Masquerade 2.0 kits. I've not ever built a 1.0 Masquerade Gelgoog kit, as far as I can remember. I don't think I would really want to necessarily, just because the 2.0 is so good. But yeah, any of the 2.0 Masquerade Gelgoog kits are really, really nice. My first MSG, my first Lego live stream. Yeah, sort of. Basically, I'm kind of scared. Scared if I rip that bag too hard, it's just gonna explode pieces everywhere, and I definitely don't want that, so opt to use a knife. We need 4 of these little guys. I think it's gonna get especially difficult once we get like up to the actual like foliage part of the tree, because then it's just gonna be, then we have like all this, all these teeny little circular pieces and everything. It's gonna be a lot. But we need 2 of these dookie bricks, 3 of the smaller version, and 8. We're almost done with 1 bag though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In your opinion, is it worth getting the MG Jesta cannon even after getting the regular one? Well, it just depends on how much you like the Jesta. I'm sorry, it's kind of a non-answer, but that's the truth. I have both kits, actually, yeah. Actually, I think I may have sold my regular Jesta kit. Hey, what's going on, Alex? I think I may have sold my regular Jesta kit even before building it. Just because, as much as I want to like it, I just am not that huge a fan of the Jesta. It is a cool design. Definitely, and like the HG kits are also really nice. But I don't know. Yeah, I have the Canon version. P-Bandai kit, and so I guess I thought like, well, I don't really care that much to keep the regular Jesta if I have the Canon, so I think that was probably my reasoning for thinking why I wanted to just sell the regular one. Yeah. I disagree, it's such a good kit. Yeah, it's a great kit. I'm just saying the Jesta design, I don't know, just doesn't do a whole lot for me. But yeah, no doubt it's a good kit. So yeah, if you're a fan of the design, it's a great kit. I would say definitely one of the best master grade kits. It's high up there. So if you're a fan of the Jesta and you like master grade kits, then yeah, definitely go for it. Uh-oh. Missed something. Come out, you. Probably don't need to do that. Same difference, but had to go with these in here first. I think it's a great solid kit for $30. Well, if you can get a master grade Jester for $30 these days, yeah, then I mean, that's definitely worth it. But I think getting your hands on that kit for that price these days is probably a lot easier said than done, unless you're in Japan or Korea. Maybe even in Korea, it might be kind of hard to find unless they have it at Gundam Base or something. Let's see. Then there we go. 3 up. Like that. That and like that. Alright, coming along, it's definitely looking more detailed as we start getting to using like more different colors and stuff in there, a more mix of different colors. Can you use a Gundam Store 10% code be used on every order or just once per account? Likonski asked. You can use it on every order as many times as you want, unlimitedly. I don't think it can be stacked with other things, so like if you use like my discount code and somebody else's discount code and somebody else's discount code, you can't get like 10%, 20%, 30% like that, so you can only use one. But I also don't know if there's another like particular sale or something going on, if it's able to be used on a sale item, or like I think we sometimes have some stuff on sites like a damaged box or something like that, if that can be stacked on that. I'm not entirely certain. New Age Retro Gundam Nerd said they also send you a 10% off code with every order. So yeah, if you ever order anything and you're not getting 10% off, then you're messing up, because there's many opportunities to get 10% off, whether it's using my code or using the codes that you get with your orders, or just, I think like if you just sign up, like if you go to the website right now, there's like a thing, if you just sign up for getting emails, then you get 10% off as well too. So yeah, plenty of opportunities for you to get that 10% off. But I'm sure, even with all that, there's some people that do just either forget or somehow miss it, or somehow are unaware of that and end up ordering something without using the code. I'm sure it happens, but shouldn't happen for any of you guys. I'm sure you're hip, you're with it. So for this particular step, we need like a bunch of different colors all at once. One of these, I'm gonna have to cut open some more bags. Do you sell this at USA Gundam Store? Yes. Thomas. Sorry, asked, do you sell this? Yeah, so this one and all sorts of other nanoblocks. So yeah, definitely. That was definitely part of the reason. That was definitely part of the reason why I wanted to build one of these, just because to let you guys know that we do sell these here, because I figured some of you just may not know that. I was going around in the warehouse here, just kind of looking around, seeing what we got, seeing what's around, just because, you know, I'm new in town, and just looking around and seeing we have a bunch of nanoblock stuff on the shelf. So I told Adam I want to build a nanoblock kit on a live stream. Just try one out and let some people know that we got them. So now you know. New Age said at least USA usually always has great price on their kits. I don't think I've ever seen an overpriced kit on there. Yeah, that's one thing. If you watch the live streams that Adam and I do, we've mentioned about that a couple times. I know in maybe in like the recent episodes and stuff. That yeah, with a lot of kits just being kind of hard to get these days, you are seeing a lot of places raise their prices on stuff, and that's just because of availability. But that's one thing that we won't do here. So whatever's the lowest price that we can sell it at, because that's one thing that I think Adam has talked about in past episodes before as well, is that like when it comes to pricing stuff, there is a limit to like how low we're allowed to sell stuff at. So like we're kind of like from Bandai, from the distributors that like we get kits from, you're actually not allowed, you're not supposed to sell stuff for below the price that they set for. It's called the map price. So there is a limit as to just how low we can, that we're allowed to sell stuff, but as long as it's above the limit, we'll keep the prices as low as we can. Let's see, still just kind of gathering all the pieces that I need for this step. I think that's maybe all, but we'll see. Let's start putting some pieces on here and we'll find out if I have everything I need or not. So yeah, I'm gonna start from this side. This is another layer, very colorful layer. That one there. Lots of different colors going on with this one, like this off-white color, brown, this like tan kind of color, and then this sort of more like yellowish tan sort of color as well. Just curious, have you seen the Mimikyu Pokepla kit come in yet? I'm not sure. I know like I built and reviewed mine, but that was while I was still in Korea, so obviously I got it earlier there. It may not have arrived here yet, but I can ask. Give me just a second. I'll ask right now. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. That's not right. That goes there. There we go. And this one here. And here. And there. And there. Actually, give me just a second, guys. Mr. Miyagi would be proud. Give me just a second. Let me just do this. There's no alley there. Might as well leave this open because I wanted to ask you something. Somebody asked if we have the Mimikyu Pocket Plot Mimikyu kit in, if that had arrived yet. Yeah, the Pocket Plot Quick Mimikyu kit. So, I think we may have mentioned it on a live stream, or if you guys weren't aware, my office is right next door to Adam's office. So, let's see. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Okay, I guess that's right. That's kind of weird, though. But there is a door. I put up a door just to be as a kind of a sound barrier for if I need quiet or if he needs quiet or something. And, I had the door closed, but it doesn't really need to be closed at the moment, so I can just keep it open. That way, if you guys have questions like this, I can just shout at them.
Should have them next month.
Next month? Should be here next month?
An order, it hasn't left their warehouse, but it's getting packed for us right now.
Okay. So Mimikyu kit should be here next month. There you go. Thank you. Okay. Alright. It's a cool kit too, by the way. If you have it pre-ordered, if you're looking forward to getting it, I can tell you that I enjoy building it. I actually have not, I think that came out, like I don't have experience with that Pokemon like in the game. I think that came out in the generation right after when I kind of like stopped playing the games. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I think the last Pokemon game that I played was Black and White, and I think Mimikyu, I don't know, was Mimikyu in Black and White or the next generation after that? But anyway, I don't have any like nostalgia with the particular Pokemon or anything. Not really familiar with it that much, but it was still a fun kit. I enjoyed the kit. It's cool Pokemon. Oh, I was gonna say I'm coming to what I believe should be the end of this step, but I have one piece left over, but I actually only needed 3. I pulled out 4, so we'll just put that back. I'm gonna say here. Okay, it's probably the leftover one because I don't think we have any more after that. So yeah, very colorful layer there. It's getting a lot more mixed up now. Thank you for asking. That was really awesome. Yeah, no problem, Jeremy. And I mean, you can call, or I mean, anytime you're wondering about a particular item or something like that, you can always call, email. People are calling and emailing all the time, so yeah, if you're curious. I would have to check online. I would imagine on the site it says, you know, arriving in February or March or something like that. I don't know if it says arriving in January. Maybe that's why you're wondering, because January is almost done and it hasn't arrived yet. But yeah, if you just want to double check, you can always just call. One of these, one of these, one of these. 2 generations after Black and White. Oh, okay, so then it came out a little ways after that. Okay. I love your trips to Japan for Gumpla shopping. Yeah, me too. I would love to go again, but with the current state of the world, won't be going to Japan anytime soon, unfortunately. Would really love to go this spring for the Shizuoka Hobby Show. But yeah, don't think that's going to happen. Number 1, just because of Corona. But also, just because we're like in a couple weeks moving into our new house, and like we're just kind of new in America, and unless I went together with my wife and kids, I wouldn't really want to leave them here for like you know, 3, 4, 5 days. You know, it doesn't seem like a lot, but, you know, with my wife being new in the country and only having been here for a couple months, and then I leave her alone for, you know, a week, whatever, wouldn't really want to do that. But you know, the other alternative is we just all go together, which would be fun. But my wife's even more worried about Corona there, even more so than I am. And also, you know, like we would be going there, like for me, I would be going there like for business, you know, making videos and stuff, and just like going around at the Shizuoka Hobby Show and stuff. And for like my wife and kid, my kids would enjoy, you know, going around the hobby show, seeing all the models and toys and figures and stuff. It's not like stuff that they're familiar with, but you know, I'm sure they would still love that. But you know, it's not like fun for them. It's not like a vacation. So they would have to go off and like do some stuff on their own while I'm like sort of working essentially, or I just have to kind of like drag them around, and it's like not really fun for them. So yeah, the better bet would be either just I go and they stay, but like I said, kind of too early for that, or we go together and like do something different. Cause like we have friends in Osaka. Oh, I needed 2 of those. We have friends in Osaka, so like they could just go down and just go visit our friends in Osaka while I'm doing the hobby show thing. You know, that's an option, but not this year. Also, our friends in Osaka just had a baby, so they're also just not really a good time to visit them either. They just had a baby around a month ago, I think, something like that. So they're busy too. Anyway, it's getting a little bit maybe TMI, a lot more information maybe than you asked, or than you asked for with that question, but that's what's going on with that. But yeah, I would love to go to Japan. I miss it. Haven't been in a while now. So I don't know if Alex is still in the chat. I wonder, Alex, if you're there, do you have any plans to visit anytime soon? Go over there to Japan? I'd imagine probably also, maybe not, but I'm sure we're missing it too. Alright. Get this piece in there. Look at that. It's coming along. It's getting all built up, all the details in there. Jeez. Mazel tov to the baby. Yes, indeed. They're older too. They're not. I'm not like. Not worried they're gonna watch this and like me saying like, oh, they're old, but they're older. So it's definitely like late for them to have a baby. So I know that they're excited. Anyway, very happy for them. Very good friends of ours. They own a cafe in Osaka. So if you guys are ever traveling to Osaka, send me a message before time. I'll let you know where the cafe is. Highly recommend you guys should go. My friend's wife, anyway. The wife is the cook. The husband, like, does other stuff, everything else, you know, like serving, you know, everything else to run the cafe, all that. But anyway, her cooking is so good, super good. So they cook meals and stuff there, and then as well they have like their homemade alcohol and like baked goods and stuff you can buy too that she makes. All sorts of good stuff. How long did you let the Tamiya thin cement set before sanding when getting rid of stress marks on kits? Stress marks? If you're just using like a tiny bit of thin cement on a stress mark, you really don't need to wait that long. I mean, it should be dry enough to just like sand a little bit within 30 minutes or so, something like that. Just kind of see, if you go to sand it and it's kind of gummy, you know, like the glue is not totally cured, it'll just be kind of like a gummy kind of texture. Then just wait more. It's not going to mess anything up, so like if that happens to you, don't think like, oh no, I ruined my kit. It's not a big deal. But just wait a little bit more until, just give the glue some more time to dry, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. But normally if you're using thin cement to get rid of stress marks, you shouldn't really have much to sand because you're really only using a very super tiny little bit of glue. If you're using like enough glue that you're having to then like sand it back later, then you're probably using too much glue. Let's see. I need some 2x3s in brown. Looks like they're all here. Open another bag. How many of these do we need? 3. And I think should be good. We still need one of these. A 1x2. I don't think I pulled one of those out yet. And a 1x1. There's got to be a different word for a 1x1. It's probably called something. I need a Lego expert in the chat, please. Clarify that for me. What do you call just a 1x1? What's good, Zaku Issei? How's the day going? How's the day? It's going good. You know, just came in, did some editing the review for the Nachin tank kit. So that review should be going up. I finish the edit later this afternoon and post that probably this evening for you guys. And then just working on this. Then we have our cookout today. Every last Friday of the month we have a cookout here. So just grill burgers and hot dogs and stuff here for lunch. So that's good. Jeremy said it's called a square. Okay, so a brown square. There you go. But that would be confusing. I guess if you know what you're talking about, a square is just a 1x1. I would think, is that like a 1x1, a 2x2, 3x3? It's all squares. But anyway, yeah, barbecue lunch today, cookout lunch, and then gotta go to visit our new house. Need to meet a contractor there who's going to check out. We need to change the floor in our new house, so contractor's coming out to give us a quote. Let us know just how expensive it's going to be to change the floor on our new house. So really appreciate you guys' super chats there today. Jeremy, sorry I forgot to mention this earlier, but I did see Jeremy left a super chat there as well. I assume that was just kind of as a thank you for me checking on that kit for you, but unnecessary. Appreciated, but unnecessary. Happy to just ask for you. Like I said, Adam's right there, so easy for me to just ask if you guys have questions about stuff, but I do appreciate that. Yeah, the house that we bought overall is in really good shape. It's a nice house, definitely, but the carpet, well, it's like 2/3 carpet and 1/3 tile on the inside. The tile is nice. The carpet is dark green, very ugly, just in its color. The condition of the carpet is kind of okay. Like if we liked the color, we might keep it, but no, the color is ugly. So getting rid of that, and since we're getting rid of that, we thought we might as well just redo the entire floor all at once. So tearing up the carpet and tile and replacing it with vinyl plank, and anyway, so that's what we're getting a quote for today. It's all wonderfully expensive, gotta be nice. Planning on living in it for a long time, so might as well make it nice, right? But I can't find a 1x3. That's what was tripping me up earlier. So I was on the hunt for it and I couldn't find it. Maybe it's this bag. There we go. How many of those we need? 2. If I ever come to the store, got to come on the last Friday of the month. Yeah, come on the last Friday of the month. But yeah, no, if any of you guys ever come to visit the store, you can come say hi. I've had that already. A few people have come in and asked to say hello to me, so I've been saying hello to people when they come in. Uh-oh, hang on. Yep, that's right. And then this one, and then this one, and this one, and this one. I think that's all for that step. Let me see. I got that, that. Okay. Then, the next step, where's the clear piece? Oh, there it is, here on the corner. Kind of hard to see where that one was supposed to go. Almost missed it. Let's put, yeah, I was gonna say, let's put some glue, but the next step is another floating layer where I'm worried if I will mess it up or something, so to be a little bit cautious. Just kind of dropping some glue around here and there, everywhere. Just, like I said, just making sure everything's all good and solid. If I knock it off the shelf or something later, hopefully it's not going to shatter into 1,000,000 pieces, but just 500,000. So this piece should go, let's see, just straight. Shit. I think that's this corner. It's saying this corner piece goes to right here, I think is what that's saying. Or here. I think there is right. We'll see. Then this one be off the corner of that. And this one here, I think that's right. I think I got it right. This little guy right there. This one here. Okay. Anyway, I would love, where's this? I'm in South Florida. Oh, Ralph, if you're in South Florida, I mean, well, I was gonna say you're not that far. You're not that far, not that close, but not too far. We're in Daytona Beach, so yes, I mean South Florida's could be a lot farther, but it's still, I mean, it's not gonna be right around the corner. It's a little bit of a drive, but if you're coming up to this area, I don't know, is the Daytona Beach considered northern Florida, central Florida? I'm still just an amateur Florida man, so I'm not professional level Florida man yet. Will we ever have any orders packed and signed? Will you ever have those orders packed and signed? Those your order was packed by slips. Yeah, probably. Yeah, at some point. I have done one. So there is one out there that someone got. I haven't seen it. I expected to like maybe see someone post it on social media or something, but maybe the person just didn't care. I don't know. I expected to see someone post something like, "Oh, hey, thanks," or send me a message like, "Yeah, I got your thing in my package that you've packed my package," but I didn't. So anyway, there's one out there somewhere, but I'm sure I'll pack some more. later in the future, yeah. If we are able to visit the store, what snacks should we bring y'all? Oh, I don't know. I'm sure everybody has different preferences, so I can't really speak for everybody else. But I love pretty much any snacks would probably be good for me. I don't like spicy stuff, but otherwise, anything else I'm sure I would greatly appreciate. I like cookies a lot. Chips and stuff, yeah, like I like as well. I think I maybe a little bit preferential to cookies just because they're not as messy. Like if I'm like sitting down, like watching a movie or something like that, then I don't mind eating chips or whatever. But if I'm like doing something, I want to like eat some chips and then I have to wipe my hands every time I go to touch something. Else, like if I'm working on a kid or something. Cookies, you know, I can just pop in just a little bit of cookie crumbs on your, just to wipe off. That's easy. I think that's, and you know, just cookies are just good in general. Alright. 3 of these. Yeah. I expect to come at Christmas time. It'll be all hands on packing. Yeah, I'll probably like I was here this past December, like for Christmas time, but we had like just arrived. I was in and out. I wasn't like here like working regularly because we had like just arrived. So next or like this year's Christmas season though, I probably will be helping more with packing and stuff. So yeah, you guys will probably see some things packed by me around that time. Should be a, oh, that's not clear. That's why I'm looking for a 1x2 in clear, but there aren't any. It's because it's not clear. It's white. So we got that, and then let's see, 1x3, one of those. I want that. And none of those. 2x3. Need 1, 2, 3 of those. 1x4. 2 of those. Corner piece. Need 1 of those. A 1x2. 1, 2 of those. Is that the calling on my Lego experts again? A like a corner piece? Is that right? To call that a corner piece? Is that what that's called? Or is it called? Should be called something different. So that 3 of these. 1x6, I think they are. And finally, 2 2x4s. There you go. Hey, Mike Wazowski. Hi, Zach. Hope you and the fam are adjusting well to the new life in the new place. Yeah, we're adjusting. We're getting there. Certainly not adjusted. White monsters for Adam. Yes, exactly. White monsters and Arizona. He drinks Arizona tea. Adam? He's not there. Arizona tea cans, but it's like, I don't know exactly which one, so I know there's a certain one. I think it's like a Diet Arizona or something like that. If that's a thing, I'm not even too sure actually. So that one there, that there, that there, and this one goes on top of here. Like, wait a minute, okay. Something seems strange. It's the white piece and that there. I think I did something wrong. Shit. Oh. That looks right. Okay, let's start here and see if I can see what I did wrong. That should be there, and this should be here like that. Okay. And this 4-piece should be here. Oh, these 3 clear pieces stack up. Oh, that's what the clear pieces are. I was wondering why there's clear, because there's clear green. I get like they're using the clear green pieces basically as a just kind of give it some more like realistic kind of texture look to it, I guess. The clear green sort of acts as like a somewhat of like a, like if you had like moss on a tree or something, you know, it wouldn't be solid. How like moss is like porous, you can kind of like see through a little bit. I think that's what they're using, the clear green as that to give it just sort of like a little bit more 3-dimensional look to it. But then there's the plain clear, and I'm wondering like why is there just plain clear? But I forgot the plain clear is here as supports. I don't know if you can see in the picture. I know it's going to be out of focus a little bit, but you can see there in the background, it's got the clear rods standing up basically as just the supports for the tree. Which I believe, not all, but some, certainly no expert when it comes to bonsai stuff either, but I know that like bonsai trees do need the supports sometimes too, so. Okay, that's there, we did that. We got this other one here. Then this one here, I can hear the truck is here. Something else is getting delivered today. What's that? I wonder. I don't think it's the rest of the virtues. I think Adam said the rest of the virtue kits were coming later. Not like today. But there's something here. Uh-oh. Right? No. And, okay. Then this white piece goes here on this corner. Then, uh-oh. Yeah, okay. This one here. This one here. It's growing. It's kind of a cool feeling, though. It's kind of like the bonsai is like growing before my very eyes kind of thing, you know? It's interesting. Definitely kind of makes it a little bit more like exciting. Sort of like if when you see like those stop motion, it's like stop motion or just like this high speed. What is it called? It's not called stop motion. Time lapse. That's what it is. Time lapse you see on like the Discovery Channel or something, like the nature documentary. The time lapse of like the plant going like growing like that. It's sort of like building that, which is pretty cool. So, very fun. I like it. I'm glad I chose a bigger set. This definitely is taking a lot longer than if I had like picked one just like the smaller sets to just live build with you guys. It would have been a lot faster process, but I wanted to pick something, you know, that was just something more involved. One of the smaller sets, you know, they go together pretty quickly. They're pretty simple. I want to, let's see. I want to paint a Jagan in those green and pink Arizona tea can colors. That would be kind of interesting. Yeah, I could see that. Basically, like just a pale pink kind of color for your accents on kind of, then like the pale green like Arizona tea color is not too dissimilar from just like a regular Jagan color already. So it'd be kind of like that, just with some pale pink accents. Yeah, could be cool, definitely. Alright, 3 of these. I'm getting better at memorizing which pieces are in which bag. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. 2 by 3, we need 1 of those. And 2 by 2, we need 2. There's 1, 2. Corner piece, let's see, 1 by 3, we need 1. Corner piece, we need 1. Thought those were in the same bag. Maybe not. They're over here. Corner piece, we need 1. This longer piece, 1x6, we need 3. Adam, something arrived?
The rest of the virtues.
Oh, it is the rest of the virtues. Okay, nice. There you go. I thought they were coming like later next week or something. Nice. There you go. And 1x3, I got that? Okay. And then I think we got all of these. That should be good. Then these, and there we go. Okay. Oh wow, this is actually a pretty good size for a nanoblock. Yeah, it's growing. It's gonna be pretty good size. I mean, that's just the base, and you know we still have this much or so to go on the top of there. So yeah, it's gonna be decently sized. It's definitely one of the largest sets that we have, I think. 1,130 pieces. Oh. Good size, yep. Alright, so this one going right above there, like that. And this one right here. Okay. I lost my place there for a second. Yeah, focus. This one here. Uh-oh. With the inside part of that being hollow, I'm trying to be careful not to drop any small pieces down inside of there. That'd be a little bit tricky to get them out. That there, then this long piece off the side of that. That seems like that's sticking like way off the side, but I guess that's right. That square. And this one off the side of there. So that should be out 2 spaces out to the side. Okay, that's right. Alright. Then this one here, like that. So now our tree is, you can see it's making its way, bending over to this side. Let's get over there. Sadly, I missed that Thanksgiving sale with the special Unicorn Gundam stickers. Also missed that Sazabi portfolio. New Age Retro set. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing anything more with the unicorns. Hey, Adam? Yeah. The unicorn stickers that we had for the Thanksgiving sale, are we going to... We still have some left, right? Are we going to be doing anything more with those in like a future sale or anything like that? Oh, okay, so they're all sold out? Okay. Oh, sorry to say. Okay. That was there. This 1x3. Ooh, it's going like way off to the side. Definitely gonna lay some glue down on here. Make sure that these are stuck where they need to be. It's getting way off to the side. Lego usually less complicated unless you spend an arm and a leg on a giant kit. Yeah, there's some giant kits out there, no doubt. Alright. Let's see. Seems a lot more intuitive than many Lego kits. I don't know. Sort of. It's just, I mean, it's different. It's just very different from like any Lego set that I've ever built. Just because Legos, you're usually building like something that's like meant to move, or like it's a ship, or like I don't know. This seems more like building like a one-to-one scale replica of like something that's like a real world thing, not like a Lego where you're building like a mini version of like a car or like a robot or a house or something, you know. This is not exactly one-to-one. I guess like if I had to scale, it's probably like 1/2 scale or something. But yeah, of course it's familiar, but it definitely does have a little bit different feeling to it from building Legos. I think it's probably just the subject matter itself, right? Oh my, we need 9 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the 2x3s. 1x6s, we need 2. 1x4s, we need 3. 1, 2, 3. Corner pieces, we need 4. 1, 2. 3, 4. 1x2 is this bag, right? Yeah. 1x2, we need 1. And 1x1, square, right? Square. 1. And this one of those. One of those. And one of these. Okay. Just got into Gumpla thanks to your channel. Any live advice? Shraven. Live advice? Check out my video. It should be number 350. It's very old at this point. It seems like so long ago, but I did a video, and it should be number 350. So if you just search like Zaku Aurelius 350, it should come up. But the title of the video is something like choosing the right Gumpla for you. And just to summarize the video for you, you can go watch it in full later if you want. But basically, just get whatever kit looks appealing to you and that you can get. So like there's sites that you can go online, and like Dalong is probably like the best one for this, to be honest. Dalong.net is it's a Korean site, but you don't really need to be able to read Korean. You just go at the top. There's like HGMG, RG, SD, all of like the different grades at the top, and you can just go there, and it's just basically like a photo library of all the kits. And you can just see what the kits look like. So look around, look for something that looks appealing to you. And let's see, hang on. When you find something, or go. That's just a way to like see just like what exists. But that won't tell you, of course, like availability from whatever store. So like say you wanted to order from our store, from USA Gundam Store. Alternatively, you just go to just the store website, just see what's in stock there. Now, unfortunately, these days, it's hard to keep a lot of stuff in stock just because it's Gundam kits, Gumpla especially, it's just Bandai is just not able to keep up with demand. It's a very high demand, and Bandai is just having a hard time keeping up with that. So it's hard to keep very much Gumpla in stock, but just look at what's in stock and find a design like a kit that you think looks cool. I don't know if you want to like see what other people think of the kit, just like to check it out, I guess, like in more detail, basically. I mean, you can just search YouTube. There's whatever kit you find, there's probably a review on it. It may not be from me, it can be from someone else or something, but I don't know. Find a review or two, just watch a couple of reviews on YouTube, see what kind of people generally think about the kit. But at the same time, don't put too much stock in that, because I mean, ultimately, the kit is going to be yours. So I mean, just because other people may have certain criticisms of a particular kit doesn't mean that you won't enjoy building it. So like, if it's a kit that you really like, and you know the reviews generally positive, and basically for like pretty much 99% of any Gumpla kit's gonna have a pretty overwhelmingly positive review for the most part. There's like a handful of kits that just kind of get dogged on a lot, but it's not really anything that I would say you really have to pay that much attention to be honest. Find something that looks cool to you, that's available, and just go for it. I would say be my best advice. If like you're just like looking around online and you come across a kit that you think looks super cool, but you can't find it online anywhere except for like on eBay, where the price is like a lot higher than it should be. And this is another reason why why the Dalong, I'm going on like giving like a very long explanation about this, but another reason why Dalong is a useful website is because it shows the list price of kits. So it'll show you like what the original like Japanese list price is for it. Now, this also does get a little bit complicated because currently they are raising the list prices on kits, unfortunately, these days. Okay, that's right. But anyway, you can see like, so if it's a kit that like the list price for it is, say for example, 1,800 yen, that's roughly $18, and you see it on Amazon being sold for $40, that's way jacked up, and that's just because it's a kit that just is probably currently not easy to find, just because Bandai hasn't produced any for a while. Bandai never, or like almost never, will like completely retire a kit where they're just not ever gonna make it anymore. So like you may see like on some sites it'll say like that a particular kit is maybe discontinued or something, or like if it's out of stock, that doesn't mean that it'll never come back in stock. And if you see the price on Amazon or something and it's like crazy high, it doesn't mean that like the kit's super rare and like you have to buy it at that price, because you're never gonna find it again. Bandai will make more eventually, and the price will come down at that time. At least for like the like secondhand market. I mean, as I was saying earlier when someone was mentioning about this, like at least here, us at our store, we don't raise the prices based on, you know, like availability. So like just because it's a rare kit, that like a temporarily rare kit because Bandai hasn't produced it in a long time, we won't raise the price on it just because of that reason. But yeah, some stores will do that, and especially like individual sellers on Amazon and eBay and stuff will do that too. On Amazon, a lot of the times what it will be is kind of, because especially for kits that are particularly hard to find currently, a lot of times it'll be people selling it like from Japan and stuff, so that'll cause it to be extra expensive. Just back ordered the Gundam Easy SR from USA Gundam Store. I really like your review of it. Yeah, very cool kit. I like it, and definitely a nice one because of all the options you have right there in the box. DT Warrior, what's going on? Hello. Cybernetic Phoenix said, it's been a while since I I have been on one of your streams. How are you? I'm good. Obviously, I just haven't been doing a lot of streaming lately just because of everything that's been going on. Wow. Getting back into it. Several of my bonsai died. Almost tempted to get this Artemis. So I'm sorry to hear about that. I know they take a ton of work, like to actually grow a real one, and it take years and years. So I mean, if you we're putting in that investment, I know that takes a lot. So it's a shame if they died. Indeed. Alright, next page. We're on first, so making our way through anyway. Getting there. Almost to the foliage. Still working on just like the main trunk here for a little bit still. And so we got, okay, one of these. 3 of these. One of these little tan 1x2. Nothing more from there. Here we need 1 corner piece. Any 1x2s? No. But we need 1 2x2, which I thought was in here as well, but it's not. It's over here. And 1x3, we need 2 of those. 1 2x2, yeah. More of these. If I can get it out, there we go. 1 1x6, 5 1x4s. Where are those? Here. Right, yeah. 1 2 3 4 5 5 2x3s. 1 2 3 4 5. The problem I've seen with kits is normal prices, but $100 shipping. Yeah, you might see that on like, especially on Amazon or eBay or something probably. And then let's see, 4 of these. Yeah, especially for like Japanese sellers, or like, I don't know if they're like Japanese sellers, but sellers from Japan, because shipping is expensive, but like it's not that expensive. They're just charging that much just because the shipping is a lot. Alright, so that should be... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I miss something? I think I did something wrong. Shit. Hang on. Yeah, I think I did something wrong. Uh-oh. Yeah, this whole layer is all one piece over from where it should be. That's not good, because I already put some glue on this layer. Oops. Uh-oh. Shit. Yeah. I was thinking that when I put some glue on, I was thinking like I should check the next page to make sure. Shit, hang on. Okay, so that's there. This one's here. This one's here. Darn. that sucks. Fortunately, that should leave. Okay. Oh no. Alright. Well, wait a minute. Now I'm messed up here. That's like that. That's gotta be like that. Okay. I really screwed the pooch, as they say. Certainly this part separator is coming in handy. And alright, yeah, so the entire layer I just put on one space to the side where it's supposed to be. Damn. So on the layer below, that should be there. This one, that should be in line with that. Oh. Let's do this one here. Like that, right? Yep, okay. And this one below that. This one there. And we're back on track. Okay. Jeez. What a mess. Screw the pooch is a weird phrase. I wonder how it got to start. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of those you kind of wonder how that ever got started. It's probably not as interesting of a story as you might think, I would imagine. Alright, now we're back on track. Let's get this on here. You might be able to find Tommy a thin cement at a local hobby store. Happens to the best of us, yeah. Yes, it does. It happens every now and then. No, that's there. 1x4 right next to that. And then another 1x4 going the opposite way. And another one right next to that. And this guy right here. And one up from there like that. 1x3. 1x3. We're getting on there. There we go. You know, it is kind of throwing me off, like just because I'm trying to look at it kind of quickly. Is when they have like this. You do one layer and then the next layer just they show it right on top of each other, and I'm trying to focus, but like when I'm just like looking at it quickly, I'm seeing this all like as one thing. I need to like block this part off. I need to get like a piece of tape or something to like cover that up, so I can, when I just like am glancing at it, I'm making sure I'm only focusing on this and not looking at the wrong one just by mistake. That's what I need to try to avoid doing. And that's also what's messing me up. So like on the last step, the reason why I messed up is because, like I was saying earlier, on like the floating layer, it's not clear, it's not super clear to see where it's supposed to come down. And the easiest way to tell is just by looking at the next step. You can see like where the lower layer is that you're building on top of, so you can kind of double check that. It's like this one here, for example. This piece should be on top of here, because then this one goes on top of there and covers that up, and leaves that little corner piece sticking out there like that. Right? Okay, everybody got that? But actually, that's the wrong one, so take that back off again. That's supposed to be a 2x3. There you go. And then this one there, 1x4. A 1x3. 2x3. 2x3. This white piece, strangely. This piece, I don't know what I want to say. It's like beige, kind of peach kind of color almost. Yeah. Whew. All right. Our tree is growing more and more. It's getting there. It's definitely going to take a little while. I mean, it's not a quick build by any means. You enjoying this? Plastic quality goods? Seems like a lot of fun. Yeah, Chris, it's interesting. I mean, you know, helps like kind of scratch the itch of that Lego nostalgia, but also, you know, it's something I think maybe a little bit more interesting for an adult. I don't know, more so than like building like a Lego race car. Not that it wouldn't be fun, just put together a Lego race car, but you know, like building something, I don't know, a bit more practical, sort of. I guess, for maybe lack of a better word. Something that would be something nice you can keep on your shelf or something and not look like you're an adult with Legos on your shelf. Not that there's anything wrong with that. To quote Seinfeld. But, yeah. You know what I mean. It's cool. Two. A 4 1x2s. One corner piece. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Oh, I do need. Let's see. One 1x4. Two 2x2s. Two 2x2s. Three. No. 5 2x3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Counting time. And 4 2x4s. 2, 3, 4. Okay. How do you besmirch the Lego race car? Right. It would be nice if it had a mini figure with this. I don't know. What do you mean? Be down for a mini Lego man. My desk is full of Legos and Gumpla. There you go. Alright, so 1x3 is going right here. Bridge that little gap. So now our tree is gonna start making the turn, the bend back the other way, I think. And it's probably, yeah, you can see in not the next step, but the next step, gonna add some more of like the clear rod, like support type looking pieces. This, did I get, I think I only got one of those. Should be two little white pieces. Where's that? I thought maybe did I not? Okay, maybe I didn't. Should have got two. This is the last of these, seems like. The last Lego thing I put together was the portal for that Lego Dimensions video game some years ago. Portal for a Lego Dimensions video game. I don't know what that is, Chris. Sorry. But this... Oh, we've got 3 stages for this one. Fun. Okay. So that's like that. This one here. Now it's really taking all of the focus that I've got to focus on one stage at a time looking at this manual. I don't know if it's just because of the fact that I'm trying to do this like whilst talking, like while streaming. Like if I was just doing this while not live streaming, maybe it'd be easier, or if it's just like me, just like how I'm used to looking at a manual, and like I just have trouble focusing looking at this where it's got multiple levels of it showing at once. I'm finding it kind of tricky to do. That. Oof. Yeah. Oof. Oh, my eyes. Focus, eyes. Stay where you are. Almost there. All right. Whew. Oh. Ah. Yeah, this step, if you guys can see that, it's 3 layers. So I was talking about that being difficult when it's just 2 layers building up, but when it's 3, I'm having really trouble, like, really seriously need to, like, cover parts so I can just focus on looking at the one layer, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, where am I supposed to look? Jeez. DC Wars, I just did the Batmobile Technic for the new upcoming movie. It was interesting. There's some crazy Batmobile Lego kits. I know I've seen like the $300-400 ones. Crazy. It's like it was a Toys Come to Life video game where you place the minifigures into this portal Lego device and it pops into the game as a character as you play. Okay, anyway. Nice. I don't know if I've ever really played any of the Lego games actually, but there's a bunch of them, so like it must be pretty successful, right? It must be pretty good. Obviously, a bunch of people are playing them. They keep making them. It's gonna take a minute and a little bit of some glue here and there. I will say, unfortunately, it does look like just for if any of you guys opt to use a little bit of glue, again, just to be entirely clear, you don't have to use glue at all. I'm just doing it just because I just don't want this coming apart if I bump into it or something, you know. And it's a pretty big set, so I imagine just like with the weight, I'm just being extra cautious. You don't need to use glue at all. But the glue is fogging a little bit, so I'll just to get rid of that fogging, I'll probably just go out and just spray it with some clear coat or something like that later on. Alekage, I'm not sure how to pronounce that on Twitch. Hello. Don't you think it would be neat to get Genshin Impact, Gumpla, or Kotobukiya kits? Yeah, not necessarily Gumpla. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like if you're talking about like sort of like a mecha version of Genshin Impact characters, no, I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. It could be cool, but doesn't sound like something I would be that interested in. I would be much more interested, yeah, definitely, if Kotobukiya made like Mecha Musume style kits of Genshin Impact characters. Yeah, I'd be all for that. I would love that. I'd be super excited. Even though it would probably be like Mona or Kiching, who are not necessarily my favorite characters, but I know they are kind of fan favorites. That's probably who it would be if they were to make any. Maybe Hu Tao? I like Hu Tao. I wasn't that into Hu Tao for a long time because I didn't have her. I didn't get her on the original banner, but I got her on the rerun banner, and I do like her a lot now that I have her, and I've built her up. She's pretty good. Pretty good assets to my team. I have a pretty solid artifact set on Hu Tao, so it's pretty good. 1x2. Let's see, and 4 1x4s. 1, 2, 3. I know Hu Tao is also a one of the fan favorites as well, so could see that. Klee maybe. Just look at like which characters they've made or are making into like figures, and that's what you could expect will be made into like kits if they were ever to make like model kits of them. Which I kind of doubt that that'll ever happen. It would be awesome, but I'm not holding my breath. I don't think that that'll actually ever happen anytime soon, but yeah, just like they're making figures for Keqing, Klee, Ningguang. I think Ganyu, right? Didn't they? I think they announced there's a Ganyu figure coming out, I believe. On the current banner, I'm like right at soft pity, so I am gonna try to pull. It's either I just wait until the next banner, and it's a very easy get for whatever the new character is, or get Ganyu. Now I don't have Ganyu or Zhongli, so I could go for either one of them, and I could get them. Unless I lose the 50-50, which is possible. But, you know, assuming I don't lose the 50-50, I could get either Ganyu or Zhongli. Or just wait for the next character. I'm not sure, but I'm right there. So we'll see. What could happen is I could wait for the new character and then lose the 50-50 on the new character, and then have a hard time, because I usually don't spend any money on. I shouldn't say usually. I don't spend any money on like new character banners, just like to really try to desperately get the new character or try to get constellations on any new characters. I'm pretty mostly free to play, so if I do decide to wait and miss the 50-50 on a new character, then I'm no Zhongli, no Ganyu, no new character, and like starting from scratch, and then it'll be tough grind. Ooh, see, there we go. It'll be a tough grind to try to get whatever new character it is that I'm trying to get. So here you can see, just because I'm pushing down, it's like bent over way over here to the side and pushing down on it. This whole section came off, so that's why I'm gluing it. Let's see, what did you guys say? There are some chibi figures of Klee, Deluxe, Kaya, and a few others. Yeah, I saw those. It was like just announced yesterday. A set, they're like candy toys that are coming out. It's the Mondstadt set, so I assume there's going to be a Leeway set and Inazuma set coming out later also. So I'll put a bit more glue on this layer to make sure, because now that came off once and it's a possible weak point where that could come off again. So you go, shore that up a little bit. By the way, got any recommendations for reading? Yes. No offense, but who wastes money on Genshin? Oh, Cybernetic Phoenix. Plenty of people waste money on Genshin. I'm sure of that. But I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a waste of money. You know, I think if it's something you enjoy, yeah. For me, I wouldn't. I'm not. Let's just say I won't say waste. I won't spend money. On Genshin like that. As much as I enjoy the game, I just have other priorities for money. But good book reading recommendations. What was that I went to a used bookstore here and got a couple of gems. Now I'm not going to recommend them because they're not books that I've read yet, but I'll just tell you a couple. I went to a store and picked up a couple of books recently. One is the novelization, or like the novel of The Running Man, classic Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. But the original book version of that. I love the movie. But I've never read the book, so picked up that. What else? I think the other one was Sphere, if I remember correctly. Another classic science fiction movie, but I've never read the book. So, got Sphere, and there's 3 I bought. No, I can't remember. Running Man, Sphere, and shit, what was the other thing? No, I can't remember. Sorry. But yeah, I've not read them yet, so I mean, how good they are, how they compare to the movie, I don't know. But I like the movies, so that's why I wanted to get the books. That's there. What was the other one? Damn, now that's going to bother me. I'm going to feel like sitting here not being able to think of anything else except trying to remember what was the other book that I bought. I think the other one though was not one that was made into a movie though. I think it was something else. Damn. Normally though, I don't really read novels that much though. I usually prefer nonfiction. Like I really enjoy. Usually, if I want to read a book, I usually would opt for like philosophy or something. It's kind of boring maybe, but that's more commonly what I'll choose to read. Our tree is bent up this way, and now it's going back the other way, so I'm just preemptively putting some glue, because I think it's going to be another bending point. Hey, I'll take some sci-fi any day. Also, Running Man might be interesting. Yeah, I think it'll be a good read. It's not that big of a model. a novel. Anyway, it seems relatively short, so just these days, just so busy. So I just picked them up while I had the chance, but I probably won't read them for a little bit until we're a little bit more settled in the new house. You like reading books about stuff like Stoicism, right? Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, if you guys know anything about Stoicism, you may know that a lot of like original Stoic texts, like from like 2,000 years ago, is lost. So there's not a lot of like original philosophers' texts of like the people who were like studying and developing the philosophy at the time. There's not a lot of that that's survived. Because if I remember correctly, it was Alexander the Great that like burned all the like old Greek texts from that period. Like destroyed a lot of the text, and so a lot of it got destroyed. But there's a few, like obviously Marcus Aurelius' Meditations book, which is more of like wasn't written as a book. It's a compilation, sort of basically. But that's basically all there really is of like actual like original Stoicism text. It's more like just like compilations, basically, like Seneca or Epictetus. If you read like books like of their writing, it's basically like compilations of letters and notes and stuff like written from like their students and stuff like that. Anyway, but yeah, there's some like as far as books about Stoicism, there's modern books. There's plenty of like modern books, people writing about like Stoicism in the modern age. I think Ryan Holiday, I think is the guy's name, who has a couple of books out like about Stoicism, and they're good, kind of like primers. I still like prefer like original texts though. I have a couple of Ryan Holiday books. I just find them to be kind of like, it's like watching a YouTube video. It's like watching a hipster guy explain about what Stoicism is, like on a YouTube video. Like what I'm doing right now. Is what it feels like reading a Ryan Holiday book. It doesn't quite have that gravitas of reading something that's like 2,000 years old, you know? But the good point of reading books like that are more modern about it is because I guess they are kind of helpful ways to like think about philosophy in the modern age. Because like when you're reading these like old books, like Epictetus is writing about like going to the bathhouse and stuff, and like obviously that doesn't really apply to like modern life. So if you're reading it as like, if your goal, like you're wanting to read some books about Stoicism because you want to actually like apply some of the thinking like to your own like day-to-day life, it can be hard to do that, because like you're reading and it's like interesting, but he's talking about going to the bathhouse and he's talking about like having these like drinking parties, which I guess is like, I mean, you that's applicable, but you know, I get, and I've felt like that. It's like, okay, that's all like cool advice, but how does that apply to like me and like my job, like my life in the 21st century? So like some more modern books can be helpful for that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I'm missing something. This one. So anyway, that's kind of going off on something probably not that many guys are interested in, I guess. I don't know, but glad you're getting the house situation squared out. Yeah, Chris, we're getting there. We're about a week away, I guess. So yeah, we're pretty much done. It's good. Stoicism isn't a religion, but more of a mindset, right? Yeah, it's a philosophy. Yeah, technically, yes. It's definitely not a religion. I guess like in the classical sense of that. But like Marcus Aurelius, for example, who's like probably the most famous Stoic, obviously the namesake for part of the name of my channel, does kind of talk in a like a religious way. Sometimes he'll talk about like shit. I was feeling this is bending again. So I'm being careful how I'm applying pressure on this. He will like sometimes talk about like a higher power, and I've seen like in books like in books where they'll include like footnotes and stuff. So you'll have that, and especially like for books like that, they're like super old. Like the text is super old, so sometimes you can get copies of books that include footnotes, which will like help explain stuff. It's like, oh, in old times when they wrote this, they meant this, and so like I've seen that where it's saying that Marcus Aurelius and like philosophers at the time would often refer to like a god or like a higher power, and it wasn't like necessarily specific to a religion. It's just more of like a I don't know, sort of like a, what do you call that now? It's not I'm forgetting the word, but anyway, where you like believe in a divine power of some sort, but not like the Abrahamic God or any particular God. So, yes. We've got these clear pieces that we're going in here, but I'm not sure I'm putting this in the right spot. I think that's right. That goes there. But why is that short? Oh, because it's going to dip back down again, right? Yes, so after it bends this way and this way, then it goes back down a little bit before it goes back up. Okay, so, and that's coming apart there, so I'm probably going to want to add a bit more glue. I saw someone, when I mentioned earlier about spraying the kit with gloss coat, someone in the chat asked if I thought that would like have any effect on the kit or something. Not a kit, or I guess like if spraying it with gloss coat would damage it or anything. I don't expect so. It should be fine. It shouldn't do anything except just make it more glossy, and like the little bit of fog around where the super glue is will go away. That's the point of that. It'll get rid of some of our fog. I probably need to wrap up the stream pretty soon though, guys. So we're definitely not going to finish today. We'll get pretty far into this. Let's see, because now the next section is actually starting on like building a separate section, and then later we're going to attach it to this. So I think I'll maybe just stop for now before we start on the next section of the build. Maybe we'll just call it a day with that. But as you can see, it takes a while. It's definitely a complex build, a lot of pieces. I would say I'm maybe halfway-ish done, but there's all like the foliage parts, like the whole like top part of it. There's a lot of stuff going on here. All this that we've yet to build, so I'm probably less than halfway done at this point. Shraven asked, how did you get into Gumpla? Oh, around 22, 23 years, right around 2000, at like the same time. A lot of people my age all got into Gumpla around the same time, around the same way, because when Gundam started being played on TV here on Toonami, that was like our first exposure to it, and it was popular at the time, and Gundam kits, Gumpla was available at like Toys R Us and different stores, like I think maybe Kmart, maybe I don't know if you guys have that. That might be just a Midwest thing, but anyway. Different stores carried Gumpla at the time, so you could actually get it in some stores there, like a few kits, nothing crazy, but so it got popular at that time. I was into it at the time a little bit. I wasn't like painting kits or anything. I was young. I was 6th grade, around there, something like that. Middle school, maybe beginning of middle school. Just got into it at the time. Then got out of there, just like didn't really do anything, didn't really build anything for like middle school, high school, not really much, and like college didn't really build anything just because, you know, I was still like interested in it, but just didn't really do it just because I was doing other stuff. And then got back into it around the end of university, and then right after university I moved to Korea, and then Japan, and then back to Korea. But yeah, over here on this, oh well, now I'm not there anymore. It's kind of weird to say. Over there, it's a lot more easy to get, of course, than in America. So living in Korea, and then of course in Japan too, you know, it's easy to get Gumpla. So I was able to really get back into it after college. Yeah, Kmart, rest in peace. Yeah, Kmart. The Kmart near me when I was growing up had a Little Caesars in it, so I don't even know. I assume Little Caesars is still around. That also probably a Midwest thing, I guess. I don't know if there's Little Caesars in other parts of the country, but there was a Little Caesars in the Kmart, and I just remember they had like cheap the pizza there. Little Caesars, the pizza place, was so cheap, but it was good. Very good. There at the Kmart. I worked there at the Kmart. This would have been like right before they closed, I guess. Maybe a couple years before the shop ultimately closed. But I worked at Kmart for about a month as just a summer job. During the summer, I was working at Toys R Us, actually, and worked at Kmart as a second part-time job for a little bit. As a summer job during, I think, like between first and second year of college, something like that. Little Caesars everywhere. Okay, there you go. Cheap because the owner also owns all the companies that make the ingredients. Okay, interesting. But anyway, so yeah, Kmart. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today. Just hope you guys enjoyed building something a little bit different. Next week, next Friday, we'll be building in the afternoon. So this week I built in the morning because I got other stuff going on in the afternoon. Next Friday will be the live stream at this time in the morning. Adam and I will be live streaming on the USA Gundam TV channel, where we'll be announcing the next contest for you guys, so make sure to watch that. And then in the afternoon I'll probably be doing a live stream here on my channel, live building something, Gumpla or something else. Not any more nanoblocks, at least for the time being. But until then, guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Look out for the Nachin kit review, Nachin tank from Kobukia. That'll be the next review coming up either later today or tomorrow or something. Check out the review of the Apex model kits if you guys didn't see that. Very cool kit. And see you guys